Hello, Aquarius. Welcome. Ooh, my Aquarian friends. It's so good to see you again. Welcome to your weekly reading, where we are going to be looking at what do you need to know about the week ahead. The energy is at play now, and advice from your spirit guides, your angels, letting you know how to best support you and what's to come. Hi, my name is Chandraj, and if you're new to my channel, then welcome. And if you are returning, oh my goodness, thank you so much. It's so good to see you again. Okay, let's get started with your reading. Setting an intention, calling upon spirit guides for Aquarius, calling upon their ancestors, spirit guides, all those that walk with them, asking them to lend their voice in this reading ahead, calling upon guidance, asking for Aquarius. What do they need to know about the primary energy of the week? Calling upon their ancestors, spirit guides, light beings. What message do we have to begin for this reading for Aquarius? The world. There is so much that's in transition that you may be feeling into the greater sphere of what's going on beyond me, what's going on within me. And this opportunity in this week is to recognize the connection between the microcosm of the self and the macrocosm of the world, There is this sense of transition and new beginning, as well as endings. We're in this liminal space. And you may be feeling that liminality in this week as we have had Saturn and Venus going conjunct. We have Mars and Pluto in opposition. There's a lot of energy going on. And for you, Aquarius, especially having Aquarius, Pluto being in the sign of Aquarius and Mars in that opposition, asking you to recognize with the transformative potential of the moment, how can we be in this liminality before we're pressed into action, into our autonomy? I want to learn more about that. I want to learn more about what has been leading up to this week for you, Aquarius, and the energies that have been experienced, calling upon ancestors and spirit guides, light beings for Aquarius. What do we need to know about recent events? Oh. Justice. You've become more of an active player in your own life. And you've been in this reflection period of knowing that the things that were taken from you, the things that were given to you, there's been an exchange in energies. And you may be having to confront the Eight of Swords. What needed to be removed from my life in order for me to have the freedoms that I have today, the autonomy that I have today? It's a massive lesson in growth, in understanding that you just can't take on everybody else's problems. You can't take on the weight, the energy, the fear, the sadness of the collective right now. It's way too much. And you don't need to do that. You need to be focusing on yourself. Queen of Cups. This has been a reflection of how, even in what has seemed fair and unfair, how much that you have been able to expand and to grow by setting yourself free from situations, from people, from all these external forces, coming back to you and your own being. There's been a healing in this. And you may even be recognizing, where have I taken on too much in my work, in my social life? How is it that this has become a burden and is exhausting me emotionally? How can I come back to regulate? Where have things been out of balance? Okay. I'm curious then about what's available for you, Aquarius, now, in this week. Calling upon Aquarius's spirit guides, ancestors and angels, their light beings. What is available to Aquarius now? The moon and the Six of Wands. You're being encouraged to keep pioneering into new territory. Whatever seems like it's the cutting edge or seems like it's an unknown in your life. There's potential to move through this, to move into it, recognizing the creative potential that's there. You have already won so many battles. It's time to recognize the successes that you have had. Even the little successes, the ways that you have shifted and transformed your life that sometimes we don't really acknowledge. It's time to acknowledge them. You're given this reflective period in this week, and you're being encouraged to step out of a place of fear, of conditioning, of thinking that things need to be a certain way. I have to be a certain way, becoming much more fluid. I want a little more juice. I want a little more juice on that. I'd like another. And, ooh, wow. With this opposition of Mars into this Aries part, the Aquarius part of your life, you have the High Priestess, the Hermit. There's a light that's being shown within in how you've been, Eight of Pentacles, how you have been overworking, how you've been working too much for other people. You've been building things that haven't really been supportive for you in the long run. Seven of Swords. You've had to carry the weight of other people, other people's businesses, other people's ideas. Things are rounding back into, what's my potential, my full potential? What am I here to do on this earth? What are my gifts? They're rooted in what you've been learning about setting yourself free, about coming into your own domain and allowing other people to figure their own shit out. There may even be this focus from Mars asking you, what about all those projects you said you were going to do? Those things that you wanted to build for yourself. Are you going to do them? We want it. We want what you have to give. It's time to look within. What's blocking that? What do you not trust about yourself? It's advice time. Oh no, but there's some hiding cards I didn't see. There's massive transformation. The Tower around Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Everything that you've been working towards. If you're working for somebody else, you may be thinking of, when am I going to be working for myself? What am I building for myself? What does it all come down to? Is it worth it? And anything that arrives in this week that challenges that, if you're like, oh my God, am I going to lose this? Are things going to stay the same? Trust that the universe is asking you, what are your gifts? What do you have to give? We have advice from spirit guides and angels. Lady Portia, divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Those lessons that are unfolding, do what you feel is right. Come back into this understanding of the self. Do what's in alignment for you. Know that when you're taking things on for other people, ask your sacral center, your own being, is this right for me? What is right for me? It's an important lesson that's unfolding in you attuning to that and seeing the signs in your life that are asking for change, asking for transformation, calling upon advice and guidance for Aquarius from the tarot. What advice do we have for them at this time? Calling upon all protective energies, uplifting energies, guiding energies for Aquarius. What messages do we have for them? Nine of Pentacles. You already have the gifts that you need to thrive, to be able to support yourself, to be in loving independence. It's time to move forward. You're in a safe space. The way is clear. And sometimes it's best to get off of one ship before it goes down so that we can move to safer shores. Mars, the Emperor, Aries. Mars is, interestingly, provoking you to understand Three of Cups. Where is my joy out in the world? What do I love about my life? What do I love about the world? Where's the connect between that within myself and community? It's time to go out. It's time to go out and to explore those things. What brings me joy? How do I get to embody celebration in my life? Appreciation. It's time to appreciate the challenges that Mars has presented to me. Okay. Now, I want to know what is up ahead for Aquarius. What is coming next? Asking for greater perspective for Aquarius, calling upon Aquarius's angels and spirit guides, light beings, asking for guidance on what's ahead, what's available for Aquarius. Page of Wands. You have a new idea about what to do next, and it starts small. It's time to follow it. Four of Wands. There are people that want to support you. Maybe a friend. Maybe you want to team up with somebody. Get something started. And the Five of Wands. Entering the race. Entering the scheme of things. There may be some conflicts present that make us a little uncomfy and make us think, maybe I do need to follow that idea. Maybe I do need to follow that intuitive insight. Because this is the threshold of awakening. It's the threshold of opportunity that I've been looking for. King of Swords, standing firm in one's own self-understanding. The completion of a transformative cycle. Page of Pentacles, making active agent changes in how we collect resources for ourselves, how we've positioned ourselves in community, our relationship to family, where we live, earth things, earth element things. Looking at everything. And perhaps you already catching wind of how the universe is trying to recalibrate with you, and that you have been able to react and respond, and no longer being in situations that hold you back or imprison you emotionally. That confronting these unknowns is allowing you to go even deeper to these new thresholds in your life. And that this is the creative potential, the creative capacity that's being funneled to you by these cosmic energies, these insights, these revelations. And it's time to no longer hold back. Fully invest in yourself. There are lessons that you've learned in this lifetime that you are more than qualified to impart for other people in some way. There's something that you're really here to do. Now we're going to be after doing all that work to prepare you. seeing how do I go out into the world and bring this. This is what Mars is bringing for you. And it starts with embodying that joy and love for the self and bringing that joy out into the world. My goodness. Aquarius, a lot of potential for you. How exciting. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been really good to have some chill time. Hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope that this was helpful for you. And I'll see you next week. Bye.